Welcome, pool players. Josh Powell here. You're watching Amateur Pool. Today we've got a real special match. This is not my video, but I saw it and I said, hey, this deserves some commentary on an amateur channel. So we got EARL Strickland, one of the best professionals of all time, he's playing against 10 amateurs here. So we're going to watch, we're going to commentate, give our thoughts. We're going to see if any of these amateurs can even win a game against EARL. Starting off with 9-ball, the incoming challengers are breaking, so EARL never breaks during this match. I don't know these guys' names, so I'll probably just make names up for them. You know how we do it. First guy broke, made a ball, cut it to 1, missed it though. Oh, he's gonna get lucky and leave EARL. Yeah, he got lucky and left EARL behind the 2. So let's see what EARL can do. I think he could probably swerve and make that a little bit. EARL doesn't really jump too much. He's been outwardly spoken about being against a jump stick. He can jump with a full cue, and I have seen him use a jump stick occasionally, but he typically will not. So I think he'll swerve at this. Oh, maybe he's going to full stick jump. Sure did. Overran his mark a bit, so now he's I don't know if he can see the 2. He might be able to see the 2 through that gap. See what he's got here. Non-sponsored drink, guys. Okay, he could see the 2. Couldn't do anything with it, though. Just made a good hit. He's going to leave the challenger tough. We're going to call this challenger Greg. He's leaving Greg tough, you know. Greg's got a tough shot here. He can cut it in, depending on how good he is. I have no idea what his skill level is. So I have no idea if he has any chance of making this or not. But we're going to find out together. Let's take a look. He can cut it. He'll probably cut it to our left corner pocket, what I would imagine. Oh, he's playing a safety. Smart shot. He wasn't real comfortable with the shot, so he played a safety, which is a good idea anytime. Anytime you're not real confident with the shot and you have an opportunity for a safety, it's not a bad play at all. EARL can see this, I believe. I'm not sure he can cut it up, though. No, EARL's safety and I'm back. Ooh. If he got frozen to that 8-ball and, Greg can't see the 2, then Greg's in trouble. You know what I mean? Let's see what happened. He's looking at it like he can hit it, though. Yeah, I think he can hit it. Must be tight, though. He stood up, reset. Okay, he could see it. He could see enough of it, it looked like, to possibly make it. EARL's always jabbing, man, when he's playing.
The general public doesn't have attention span for pool, you know. We do, but they don't.
He just said the public doesn't have an attention span for pool. I tend to disagree, EARL. I think the public enjoys pool, you know. That's why it used to be on ESPN. We need to get it back there, actually. EARL played a kick safe, kick and stick. Didn't really get safe, but he left Greg tough. This match was played at a place called Streetlight Billiards Academy, guys, and this is their video. I'm going to put a link to the original video down in my description if you want to check out their channel. Again, this is not my video. I'm just doing some commentating on it, giving my thoughts because I thought it was a pretty cool match. We have 10 amateurs against one of the top pros. Greg made a good hit, but I think he's in trouble here. EARL might be able to cut this in. Oh, he's just said he can't make it. So if he can't cut it in, we're looking at another safety here, guys. EARL's gonna. So we're playing a cat and mouse game right now, which is typical in 9-ball. You know, if you don't have a clear shot or a clear run out, you play cat and mouse. You hide the sausage, if you will, until you can get a clear out. You know, that's what you do. You don't want to make a stupid mistake and leave your opponent an easy run out. Now, I think Greg can pocket this in the side, and if he can, little draw on this. He should go down table and either shoot the 3 up or bounce off the bottom rail and come back up for the 3 in the... Oh, never mind. He didn't. He forgot to put the bottom on it.
Can I get out? The rails are like
Forgot to put the bottom on it, so he's scratched. Now Earl the Pearl has ball in hand, and I'm willing to bet, guys, it's probably all she wrote for this rack. It was a rough starter rack, you know, but it was a first rack, so obviously they go quicker because you can't play 10 matches in, what's the video, like 38 minutes or something. You can't play 10 matches that fast with every game going like this one. So I think we're going to see some explosive runouts probably by the Earl, the Pearl, I would imagine. Maybe some of these amateurs can come in and run out too, though. You never know. Pretty self-explanatory here. He's going to hit this with a little bottom, little right, come down. He can shoot the 8 in the side, but yeah, he's shaping for the corner. I like that a little better. That's going to give him an easy shape on this 9 ball. He'll stun over to the rail, back out. Bingo bango, and this should be it for the first game. Yeah, I didn't expect him to miss that. So Earl the Pearl up 1-0. All right, so this is our next amateur. We're going to call this guy Lumberjack Jim. You know, just what he looks like to me. Lumberjack Jim. He broke, it wasn't the best break in the world, but it wasn't bad. You know, he made a ball. He lost the cue ball a little bit, but he's lined up on this 1-6 combo. Now, when he makes this, it looks like there's a slight angle, so the 1 should shoot over to the other side of the table. So if he just hits this firm with a stop shot, he should have another shot on the 1 in the other corner after this. Oh, he missed it. He missed the shot. He kind of rolled it. Did you see how the cue ball it wasn't controlled after contact? It continued to roll. You know, control your cue ball, guys. Hit him with stun or stop. You know, don't let the cue ball do what it wants to do. You control it. Put it where, ooh, that's a pretty unexpected miss by the Pearl right there. Pretty easy cut, I thought, into that corner, and he missed it. I realize it's just challenge matches, right? So he's not... he's probably not putting his full force effort into these games, but still didn't expect him to miss that. Ooh, a little slow roll action. That's a long table to be slow rolling 9 feet away. Did a good job with it, though, and he ended up with a good shot on that 3 ball. Now, he can just stop this right there for the 4 ball, but judging the way he did that combo earlier, he's probably going to let the cue ball roll. It'll probably come down off the side rail or off the bottom rail. Yeah. He let it roll. Still turned out nice, though. So on this shot, I use a little, just a little bit of bottom. Not a lot of bottom, but mostly left spin. You're going to stun off that bottom rail and spin over towards the side rail for the 5 ball. He basically did the same thing, but he didn't put enough left on it. So now on a 9-foot table, he's got a stretch here. You know, on a 7-foot table, the shot would be a breeze, but on a 9-foot table, I would have liked to have put more left and come over closer to that side rail so that way I didn't have to use a bridge like that. I always got to think about that on a 9-foot table. Like, hey, man, can I reach that shot? Most of the time, the answer is no for me because I'm a short guy. He did a good job with that bridge. The 6 ball's in the pocket up there, so that's pretty easy. He just got to mind his shapes on the 7 ball. He could graze the left side of the 6 with some left spin and shoot the 7 down in the corner, or he could graze the side of the 6 with right spin and shoot the 7 in the side. All right, he put left spin on it. It's got the 7 right in the corner. That was a good shot. All right, Lumberjack Jim, all you got to do is make this back cut with a little stun, come over to the other side of the table for the 8 in the same pocket. 7, 8, 9, all probably go in the same pocket here. Ooh, don't scratch. Ooh, close. Close. He's looking good. This may be our first victory for the challengers. One for the amateurs, guys. One for the amateurs. Let's see. Oh, Jimmy Jim, Lumberjack Jim, bro, that was your game, man. I think he just choked, you know, playing the Pearl. Pearl's a big star in the pool world, so he probably was a little nervous on that shot, I would imagine. Earl comes in and just pushes that 8 up into the side, shapes the 9 perfectly. Could have stopped it there, but he decided to draw it and just stroke it out a little bit. And that's 2-0 the Pearl. Lumberjack Jim's out of here. All right. Next up, we've got We'll call this guy Steve the gym teacher, you know? Kind of just what it reminds me of, Steve the gym teacher. That was a good break. You know, he lost the cue ball a little bit, but look at that spread. That's beautiful. And I think that's the 4 ball down here, which means he's on the 3 ball, which is hanging in the pocket. Good chance at a run out here, guys. Real good chance. Oh, he overhit it a little bit. I think he hooked himself on the 9. He got all amped up, you know. All right, come on, Steve, the gym teacher. Let's do this. If he can see that 4 still, then he can still finish this run out, but I don't think, yeah, he's going to kick at it. He can't see it. Oh, it's going in. Oh, it's a 9? No, can't get that lucky, Steve. All right. He is lined up on the 5, though. Hey, you know, luck's part of the game in 9 ball. I mean, it was a good kick, a good hit, and he happened to put it inside, so good on him. All he's got to do is bear down now. Oh, that's not bearing down, Steve. I get it, though. You know, playing the Pearl is a big deal. You get all excited about it. You want to do well. You want to show them that you can play. You know, you want to beat them, most of all. So all of that stuff is a recipe for bad play. All that stuff going on in your mind. I can't believe EARL Strickland missed that shot, though. He's missing a lot more than normal. Well, normally in a match. Obviously, the only other times I've seen him play is in a professional tournament, which I imagine his mindset is a little bit different in a professional tournament than it is here. Come on, Steve. Oh, Steve. Started off with such promise, you know? Such promise, guys. And I think Earl's out here. I don't see him missing again like that. He's already missed twice like that. Oh, my gosh. Commentator curse, maybe? I don't know. I shouldn't have said it. I'm sorry, Earl. That was my fault, you know? Shouldn't have said that. Let's see what Steve the gym teacher can do here. Ooh, he crushed it. And he scratched, guys. Oh, no, he didn't have to hit it that hard.
I'll tell you what, you come off that table on this. Oh, yeah. We're talking about a big change.
Earl's fun to watch, man. He's so animated. He talks during the entire match. He talks to the crowd. He talks to the other players. He talks to himself. Like Earl in a match where he's wearing a microphone, some of the best entertainment you can watch. Okay, spun that up for the side pocket. It's a little short, but he's fine. He can go 3 rails around the 9 and put the 9 in that top left corner. Just like that. Oh, he overran this a bit, though. A lot, actually. I know he didn't expect to come down the table that far. He's missed a couple already. Not that one, though. Not that one. All right, so Earl's up on 3. We've got 7 challengers to go. Here comes Mike the fireman. We're going to call this guy Mike the firefighter. You know, that's what he looks like. It was a solid hit, solid break. Made a ball. He's got a shot on this one, it looks like. I don't think the 3 is in his way. It's very close, but I don't think it's in his way. So he can make this. The problem is that 2, is that the 2 and the 4 ball up at the top of the table? I think it is. I think they go on a combo, but it's going to be a weird shape to get there. He's got to put inside and go 2 rails back and forth, or he's got to hit it soft and kill the ball, and then he's going to have a weird angle. Okay, he used inside. He didn't hit it hard enough, though. Didn't hit it quite hard enough. Obviously, he can hit the 2 ball, but he's got to look for a place to duck. I would just graze it and push it up to the top rail. Send the cue ball 2 rails down to the... Oh, is he going for this shot? Look at this. Look at you, Mike the firefighter. Good job on that. That was a good try. I mean, you know, he sold out, but it was a good try. Very, very valiant effort. Now, Earl the Pearl will probably make quick work of this rack, I would imagine. They call him the Pearl because he's so smooth, right? My man can shoot. Good shape right behind the 6. Got the 3 on the side. He might have overran it a little bit, but he can just roll this forward a little bit. On a 7-footer, I would say stop it, but on a 9-footer, roll it forward so he can reach his next shot. Oh, He didn't want to reach. He wanted the good shape. So he crushed it with inside English and came all the way back up for the 4. It was a good shot, man. That's a brave shot, you know. It's one he may not take in an actual tournament. Yeah, Earl's feeling good now. He's just hitting. He's getting a stroke on, getting a stroke on. I imagine he's going to shoot the 6 in the side up there. He'll probably go 2 rails. Okay, he's going 3 rails. That was smart because then the speed is not important on that shot. Well, not as important, right? It's pretty easy. Once you go past the 6, you can make it from just about anywhere. Just heard a beep. I think it was on the video, but I just want to make sure my microphone wasn't dead, you know? That would suck.
That's why they blackballed me years ago. Because I wouldn't take the blame for the table rolling off.
Ooh. Did you hear that, guys? Earl said he was blackballed years ago because he's not taking the blame for a table roll. Even when he's stroking, he's still complaining about the equipment, man. This guy. Earl's something else, man. But he's about to be up 4-0. And it's not looking good for the amateurs here, guys. What are we going to call this guy? What are we going to call him? Let's watch him play a minute. We'll think of a name for him here. Cat in the Hat. We'll call him Matt in the Hat. Matt in the Hat. He grazed that 1 ball on the break, scratched, gave Earl ball in hand in a game of 9 ball. Chances are Matt in the Hat won't get another shot, you know? Let's watch. Is he going to try to break up the 8-9, or is he just going to come down shape to 2? Probably just come down shape to 2, yep. No risk running into that from way up table because he may not end up with a shot. And I think the 8 will go in the right side pocket. Oh, that was a good shape. He killed that. I thought he overhit it at first, but he killed it off the rail. That was a good shot. Hit this with a little stun, a little right. Probably shoot the 4 ball in the top left pocket, I would imagine. He just wants to make sure he gets the angle to get down on the 6. That's what's tricky about this shot. It's not the shot and the shape. It's the shape after the next shot that he was looking at there. He got fairly straight on this. He's got enough angle to probably draw off the side rail, I would imagine. He could go just straight down the table with draw or all the way over. I think he went all the way over, yep. So he drew off the side rail and then back over. That was a good shot. I kind of like drawing it short side there because then he could use follow for that shape he's looking at right now on the 8. He could have used follow to get there. Now he's got to use draw to get there. I'm sure he can handle it still. Me personally, I would have wanted to use follow because I'm not as accomplished of a cue smith as he is. You know what I mean? Good shot though. Great shot. And he's out here, man. It was a good run out. It's precision. This was a precise run out on those last couple balls. Good job, Earl. Okay, we're halfway through, guys. Earl's up 5-0. I wonder if any of these amateurs are going to win a game. You think so? Pause it right now. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you think any of the amateurs will win a game. Or are we going to go 10-0, you know? Oh, we're switching 8-ball now. Oh, hey, he almost killed somebody next door.
Is it ball in the kitchen now?
We're going to call this guy Biker Dan. Biker Dan just flung the cue ball off the table, you know? Tried to kill the neighbor over there.
He's trying to break. I have to shoot inside the line.
Oh, they're establishing the rules. It's in the kitchen, he says. Scratch on the brakes in the kitchen, but open table, ball in hand behind the line in the kitchen, so to speak. Looking at this table, there's a good chance Earl's going to get out here. You know, the only problem is the 6-8-10 or whatever ball that is, 6-8-12. But he's got, see those 3 balls next to the side pocket over there? He could draw off any of those balls into that little cluster, but he's got to watch the 8 might go in that corner off of the 6. He could also shape, what is that, the 10 ball down there by the 5 underneath of it and shoot that into the corner and break that cluster out as well. He's got a good angle here to do it with the 9 ball. If he shoots a 9 with draw, he could draw right back into those and end up still having a shot on the 15 in the side. It's a good, safe way to break them out. You just got to be careful not to push those balls down into his other 2 stripes at the bottom of the table, because then he's going to create more problems for himself. If he goes for it here, he may not even go for it here. There's other ways to get to that. He is going for it. Oh, see, he almost locked up the 6 and the 10 or whatever it is down there, 12, 14. He almost locked him up, but I don't think he did. I think it still goes pretty clear. So now he could make the 15 with a stop shot, shoot the 11 and roll down table for the, was that the 13 down there? Yep. And then he can shoot the 13, make the 10 back the other way. He's out here, guys. I'm pretty sure he's out. 8-ball on a big table like this, once you get rid of your problems, the shapes are a lot easier. There's a lot more room, to work. 8-ball, I believe, is tougher on a 7-foot table than it is on a 9-foot table. 9-ball is tougher on a 9-foot table, I think, because it's more of a shot-making game. 8-ball, I think 7-foot table is tougher, in my opinion, anyway. But what do I know, guys? I don't know. I don't know much, I don't know much, but I know Never mind. We'll get back to the match, guys. Get back to the match. Little Timmy, quit singing. Quit singing back there, guys. Trying to watch. Yeah, Earl, that was smooth, man. Just like a pearl. Smooth, silky smooth. So now Earl's up 6. We only got 4 challengers left. Next up, we got Badass Leroy making a break. See how he does. Is he hitting the head ball? He did. He went for the head ball. I don't understand that when people play 8-ball, if you're going to do a head ball break, do it from the center of the table. That transfers more energy to the entire rack. If you break from one side and hit the head ball, then the energy is transferring mostly to one side of the rack. If you're going to do a head ball break, you want it as close to the center of the table as you can, maybe off a little bit, just because people like it doing that, or maybe there's a little gap in the rack you want to exploit. But if you're going to break from the side of the table, you should do a second ball break, in my opinion, But what do I know, guys? Again, I don't know nothing. But I do know he gave Earl ball in hand on 8-ball, and there's a good chance he won't get back to the table on this one. Run out here is a little trickier than the last one, though, I think. Believe it or not, it looks more open. Ooh, we missed that combo. It looks more open, but the shapes are a little more tricky on this one, just because the balls are close together. They're not frozen together, so there's really no breakouts other than the 15 ball, but the shapes are tighter, because there's balls surrounding his object balls. All right, Badass Leroy at the table. He's got a shot. He's going to shoot this 1 ball, it looks like. He's got a tough table here, though, because all of his solids, most of his solids are blocked up by stripes. And it doesn't help that he just left himself all the way on the other end of the table. He needed to get back down to this end of the table to really start working on his ball set, blowing them out there, opening them up, picking them off, whatever he wants to do. He can't do any of it from down there, really. He tried to make that 6 in the corner, it looks like, but he did leave Earl all the way up table, which is good. We've already seen Earl miss a few shots, so I don't think he feels good about a long shot like this. Don't see a good safety here for him either. I mean, he may fire at something. I think he said he's going to play the 11. Yep, try playing it off of the 3 ball or off of the 9 into that corner pocket. Tough shot there, man, especially from long distance like that. Tough shot. All right, Leroy's got another chance here, back at the table. I don't know where this place is at, the Streetlights Billiards Academy, but it looks like a pretty cool place, man. I guess it's out in New York somewhere. Just based on my I don't know how to say it. My profiling, I guess, of the way the people are dressed that he's playing. I'm profiling. I'm allowed to do that. I'm not a cop. I can profile them. Looks like they're in New York. I've been to New York quite a few times. It's just got that New York feel to me, you know? But I don't know. If you guys know where this place is at, put it in the comments. It looks like a pretty cool place, man. Wouldn't mind going there and checking it out sometime. Get me some Billiards Academy learning. Okay, Earl took care of his 15 ball. That was his only problem. Now he's just got to look at a run out here. He can fire the 10 up table from here if he wants. That's what he's looking at. I think if he had a good shot on the 9, if the 2 wasn't in the way, he would take that. He'll probably shape that 9 ball next, I would imagine. Yep, I think he did. Pretty sure he came out far enough. He'll probably put a little right spin on, or left spin on this, and go around the 15-6 and shape the 15. Oh, he came all the way up for the 10. That's smarter. It's actually a better shot now because he can finish on the 15, and that's an easy shape on that 8 ball. All he's got to do is stop it on the 15. So he wants to get straight on this 15 if he can. Yep. Now he'll stop it, or he may draw it back a little bit, but I doubt he's going to do much with it here. Oh, he rolled it forward and almost paid the price for that, you guys. He almost hooked himself on that 6. Got a little lucky there, I think he did, the Pearl. I don't know if he was purposely trying to bump the 6 or not. If he was, then it was a super risky shot. All right, we got 3 challengers left, man. What do we call this guy? Let's call this guy Bobby McGee. You know, we'll call him Bobby McGee just because they're, I don't know. I don't know why, guys. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I'm just making up nicknames, you know? Putting together words, they form a sentence. We just continue to talk. He broke dry. Wide open table. Earl had a starter shot. He got a little tough on this because he's jacked up over the 3 ball. But if he makes this, I think the 3 goes down in the corner past the 9 ball. Looks like it does. That's what he shaped it for. He'll probably end up making the 4-7 combo, I bet. I'm going to say Earl's out here, guys. You know, if this were an amateur playing right now, I'd say probably not out. But Earl Strickland, I'm willing to bet he's probably out here. Make the combo here. It looks pretty straight, so he'll just draw back and shoot the 4 in the same pocket. Okay, at a slight angle, not much. Make this with topspin, come back and shoot the 5 in the side probably, would be my guess. You just got to watch that 6. He doesn't want to hook himself on the 6. That's what he was just looking at. Okay, he drew it to avoid the 6. Almost still got him though. Whew. You know, that was a pretty precise draw shot there. Yeah, I would have played that with top, and I would have had a much riskier shot. I don't even know how to say it, guys. I can't even talk today. I would have had a bigger chance of getting hooked on that 6 with that last shot than he did. That's why he's a pro, man. He thought about drawing it, and it was less risk that way. He's going to fire this to the right or left? I'm saying right, but it looks like left. Yeah, he fired it left. Oh, I thought he almost missed that. That's a hard shot, guys. I have a hard time with that shot. That's why I would have fired it to the right myself. But he's out, though. Man, he's just plowing through these amateurs now. Mr. Pearl himself. Mr. Pearl himself. So we got 2 left. We're going to call this guy Skinny Jake from State Farm. You know, it's Jake from State Farm. See what Jake's got here. It looks like he's got a little stroke, a little stance. I bet he can play pretty well. Made a decent break, but just no balls, nothing fell. If Earl punishes him and he doesn't get another shot, that'd be a bummer, huh? Because I'd like to see this kid shoot. He looks like he can play a little bit as far as his stroke. Oh, he's jacking up with the masse. Made it nice. Didn't even had a floating bridge. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Rewind the tape. Rewind the tape. Yeah, Earl's out here. He took care of his problems right off that first shot with that masse.
When I saw that shot, first thing I thought of, I said, what would my Stoney do from here? I said, you would jack up, massively through the balls and get the 9 ball. Straight in. I got a little lucky with
Earl's stories, man.
the position, I think.
I don't know if you guys can hear it as well on your end, but we can hear Earl talking. If you can't hear it, turn your volume, rewind it, and turn your volume up. Earl's funny, dude. He was talking about what would Willie Mosconi do with his first shot, you know? Jack up and play the Masse, he says. Got a little tricky on this one. He's close enough, though. He can handle it with a little draw. Played it off the rail. It's a good shot. Oh, did he get the 9? I know he wanted the 9 there. He didn't get it. See him cursing to himself over there. That's how I know he didn't get it. I mean, he could cut the other one, or he could bank this. He may still be able to throw it. It looks like he's going to try to throw it in. Sure is. So he used right spin, bottom right spin, just a slight curve, and when it hit, it threw the ball to the left. That's a good shot. He's out, man. We're going to have one final challenger, and no amateur has yet to defeat the Pearl. It's unusual with 10 games. Usually, play 10 games, you're bound to lose one of them, right? Against people that play pool. Oh, we're calling this guy Freddy Krueger for sure. He's got that striped sweater on, that striped polo, looking like Freddy Krueger, man. Call him Fred. See what kind of break Fred's got here. Okay, lost the cue ball a little bit. Good solid hit. Had a little top spin on the cue ball. Made the 1 ball. If that's the 2 ball up in the upper left-hand corner, he's in good shape, but I don't think it is. I think it's the 4. The 2 ball, I think, is over here on the right side of the table. Yeah, this is not a dream, Freddy Krueger. You got to try to hit this shot, buddy. Because if you don't, Earl's out. Earl is out here. You better at least make a good hit, and hopefully you get a tough leave out of it. He's going to jump, or is he curving? He's curving. Oh, good hit, good hit. Oh, and he got that tough leave. See? Nice shot, man. It pays to make a good hit. Last thing you want to do is give Earl ball in hand. You got to make a good hit there and see what happens, you know? Earl might be able to see enough of this to make it in the side off the 8 ball. And if he might even be able to just make it in the side, but if not, I think he can make it off the 8 ball. I think that's what he was trying to do. Played it with good speed, though, to where he got safe. Maybe that's what he was trying to do, is just safety. Because at that speed, he wouldn't have had a shot on the 3 had he made that off the 8. So I think he wasn't trying to make it there, I think. He's just playing safe. Oh, I was just looking at the 3 ball. Easy combo here, though. Easy combo. He's hitting it soft so the 2 ball stays in the pocket. The most important part of a combo, guys, is controlling the first ball, because that's the shot you have next, you know. He came up a little short on that one. I mean, he's got the cut still. I know he didn't want this much of a cut, but he's going to be able to make it. He'll just go back and forth for the 4 ball. He probably wants to be on the left side of the table for the 4 ball, I would imagine. Just makes the shape on the 5 easier. Oh, he's going to hook himself? Sure is. Man, oh man.
That thing went across 8 times. Did you see that?
No, it didn't go across 8 times, Earl. It went across like 2 or 3.
Oh, I got to cheat you.
Oh, he's rare. If you notice off to the left, you'll see a rare sighting of Earl the Pearl using a jump stick. Yeah, you don't see this too often, guys. Earl actually using a jump stick. I think I've only seen it maybe 2 or 3 times ever watching pro matches, you know. See how he does with it. It's a pretty easy jump. Oh, hammered it. That was a good smooth stroke. Good smooth stroke on that.
You know, I always said,
Good recovery. He's got good shapes.
I couldn't use that thing. I just didn't like it.
He just said, I can use it, I just don't like it.
You know what I mean? When I say, you know, a jump shoot, it ought to be earned in a minute. I just, you know, I can use it, I just don't like it.
He's justifying the fact that he gets mad at everybody else for using a jump stick, and then he just used the jump stick. Playing against amateurs, no less. Come on, Earl. Don't be a hypocrite, my man. Tell you what, though, you got to give it up for Earl's competitive nature, man. He don't even want to lose against anybody, even in a challenge match like this. My man, that's it, guys. 10 for 10. That's what you get, man. One of the top players in the world. Maybe not currently, but definitely legendary status and one of the best players of all time, in my opinion, for sure. We play 10 amateurs, and that's what happens, man. He drilled them. Good shooting, Earl. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, the original video here, the link is in the description if you want to watch it. Streetlights Billiard Academy. Sounds like a cool place. Maybe look them up and check them out. Until next time, guys, I appreciate you. Peace.